Hey, boy, don't start. Don't start. Hey, Sharon, how you doing, baby? Love you, love you, girl, love you. I feel like I'm signing autographs, boy. That's what happens when you know what's happening. Man, that's just the, you hear the lyrics? Pull the microphone closer to me.
There you go.
Man, that's what you're supposed to be doing. I don't need no producer.
Look at now. Why you got the mic down like that, man?
Man, because I don't want it in front of my face. This is my show, man. This is
Oh,
my show.
See, look at
You know what I'm saying? This is my show.
Look at.
And I love it. This is my show. I do what I want to do on my show, man. When you get your show, you do what you want to do. Hey, Tanya Cherry. Hey, that's my sister-in-law.
I can get a show.
Man, talk to me later, man. I'll see about getting you a show.
Work with me, man. Work with me, man.
You know what I'm saying? If you want a show?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I don't know. Talk about something.
Nah. Go on and work it out, man.
Biscuit
Go
maker.
on, write a plan.
Biscuit maker.
Write your plan, make it plain, man, so those that see it can run to it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do that.
Man, do that.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Joaquin Thompson with the Daily Bread Radio Show. You thought I forgot all about it. Coming to you live from the #1 metropolis in Atlanta.
Come on.
The only place
Come on.
that's bigger than Atlanta.
Woo!
Snellville. Man, I thought you were supposed to call the mayor. Did you call? Man, you need to call the mayor, man, see what's happening.
He ain't answer the call.
Huh?
He ain't answer my call.
Hey, man. Oh, that's probably him now. That's
him.
But welcome to the show. For those of you that are joining for the first time, my name is Joaquin Thompson. I'm the host of the Daily Bread Radio Show. And the Daily Bread Radio Show is a show about personal finance. We talk about personal finance and all the different aspects of personal finance, but we talk about it from a spiritual perspective. Notice that I didn't say from a religious perspective, because religion is real dicey. I mean, people done die behind religion, so we don't do religion, but we do it from a spiritual basis. And the reason we do it from a spiritual basis is because it's my personal belief that within all of us, there is a creator. Some of us have different names for him. Some of them call him Messiah, Yahweh, but ultimately it's just one being, which is God. So when you take all those different religions that man has come up with, all these different sects and all these, when you go all the way up to the top, it's only one creator, the person that created the heavens and the earth. So we just leave it there. But we talk about all things personal finance. We talk about everything from, the whole gamut, bankruptcy, repossession. We talk about saving. We talk about investing. We talk about things that's going to help you to feel better mentally, right? We even talk about that, and it's everything. If you think about it, if you stop right now and just took some inventory, stop wherever you at and just look around. If you're in the house, if you're in the car, if you're at work, wherever you at, if you just take a look around, just pan the room, just look around, say, man, I guarantee you, whatever comes into your vision as you're looking throughout your house or your condo or your, place of refuge, wherever you at, I guarantee you it's tied to personal finance.
Some kind of way.
I guarantee you, from the refrigerator that you purchased, to the TV, to the cable, to the computers, to the car in the driveway, to the, significant other, to the friendship, everything, to the kids, to whatever it is. Whatever it is, if you sit down and thought about it, that's tied back to personal finance. So this evening, and what I do every week, I try to come something new, something fresh. But my biggest thing is this: I want my listeners to take notes and take action.
Yep.
Because the motto of the show is to educate.
Come on.
No, educate, motivate, and elevate.
That's right.
Educate. First, I got to give you something like, hey, did you think about it this way? And not no rocket science. Not something where you got to go out, take a test, study, think about it. Did I get the answer right? Did I get it wrong? No, just, this is basic, right? Educate. And my goal is to take the education and I want it to move you. I want you to be moved by the education. Like, man, that was some good information. Maybe I do need to do this, and then take some action. So then that's when you get motivated. So that's when we say educate, then motivate. Then once you get motivated to make a change and do something different or improve in a certain area related to personal finance, then at that point you can elevate. Because the thing about elevation is you can't go up. People always use that cliche. I'm ready to go to the next level. Okay, ready to go to, right, okay. So you're ready to go to the next level. But in order for you to go to the next level, what do you have to have?
What do that mean?
Education, right? Because the way they do it on the next level is not how you doing it down here. Because you could be on level 10 in phase 2, right? But the thing about it is when you go to phase 3 and go to level 0,
Come on.
because you're going to come back down. Because when you go from phase 10, when you go up to the next level, you're going to be bumbling around. You ain't going to know, you're not going to be the expert, you're not going to be comfortable, you're going to be, ooh, did I say that right? Did I do it right? So you gotta educate yourself and be motivated and get ready for that next level. So that's all we do here. That's all we gonna do. My goal is to do 1,000 shows. We made that pledge last year, and this is episode 59.
Come on.
59. 59. 5-9. We only got 40 more shows, man. We be here. Man, I'm done. I can't even do the show tonight, man. We got less than 50 shows.
Come on. Before you hit that 100 ball.
Oh, man.
Now, how you gonna celebrate?
Man, you know how, man, I ain't gonna cry. I mean, man, I was thinking about the 100 the other day. I was like, man, you know what, 100? You know what 100 mean? Oh, man. You know what 100 mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, whew, man.
Say it.
Man, you know how many shows? 150 shows is 50 hours of content.
Yep.
50 shows. When we did the 50th, we had 59. So when we get to 100, we will have 100 hours. Do you realize in the world of television,
Come on.
do you realize in the world of television, when you start a show, like whatever your favorite show is, I'm going to go old school, the Jeffersons, right?
Moving on up.
Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, Flip Wilson. Now the thing that a lot of people don't realize about these shows, they were pioneer shows, but I'm gonna use Flip Wilson. Flip Wilson was someone, he was a pioneer in the comedy. He was the first African American to have a sitcom, comedy, variety show in prime time. Do your research, go back and look up Flip Wilson. Flip Wilson was the first African, listen to what I'm saying, first African American to have a situational comedy in prime time. And this was like in I want to say 72. I think it was like 72 or 73. I remember I was a little shorty, right? But I went back and read up on this brother. And the thing that made it so dynamic was not only did he have the first show, he was the executive producer of the show. Why is that important to us? That's important because once he got to 100 shows, what happens when you get to 100 shows? You go into syndication. The network puts you in syndication. How many episodes of Martin have you saw?
Wow.
They run Martin just over and over and over. BT, VH1, over. Martin went in, when he did his 100th episode, the show went into syndication. And when it went into syndication, guess what? You can take your hands off the wheel and be like, hey man, Run it as many times. Just keep running it.
Yeah.
Because every time they run it, every time we look at it, guess what they do?
Ching.
Ching, ching, ching. Barn somewhere, barn like, whatever, ching. There you go. So with that being said, 100 episodes. So maybe I can get into syndication in 100 episodes. And we're going to talk about some of that tonight. Got a jam-packed agenda. And
You know why his name was Flip Wilson?
Flip Wilson.
You know why his name was Flip Wilson?
Why was his name Flip Wilson?
Because he didn't like his first name.
What was his first name?
First name was Clero.
Who?
Clero.
Clero.
C-L-E-R-O-W. Clero.
Clero. Clero was a bad joke. Hey, I don't care what his first name was. He was a monster to me. He was inspirational. So,
Hey, Clero. Clero.
I mean, I love Flip Wilson when I was a shorty. But so I want us to be just thinking, and like I said, educate, motivate, elevate. I know we're coming off the 4th of July. Everybody got to, they was barbecuing and doing their thing. But I'm like, hey, I appreciate everybody joining today. George, I see you on. Strick, I see you on. From the DMV. Next week, I'm be in the Great Northwest. So next week, I'm going to do the show from Seattle. Seattle, Washington. So it'll be 4 o'clock in Seattle. I'll do it. I'm going to come on at 4. It'll be 8 p.m. It'll be 8 p.m. here. Yeah, that's right.
You sure?
I'm positive, man. Don't do time with me, man. But I'm doing it from Seattle next week because I don't believe in missing shows. So hopefully all the technology will work good and, things will work, but I can't miss a show. That's just me. I don't know. Even sometime when you go to church, the minister not there, he have a stand-in. I'm like, I don't know who I can call to do my show. Maybe I can get Minister Ricky to do my show. But, so that's what I do. I mean, I do it every week. I do it all week. And every time that I'm thinking about something or I see something, I'm always thinking about personal finance. Now, one thing, I have my agenda for today, but just going off script, because I was thinking about the audience, and this is something that I want you all to have. This is specifically for you all this week, and something I want you to think about. A couple of things. First thing is, and we're going to get into that, but just something off the script. I want you all to just, do this exercise with me. Just pen, piece of paper. You can do it too.
Yeah.
Producer, because this is something that, again, education, motivation, elevation. So I want you to just think about this. Just take out a little piece of scratch paper and write this down. In the last 12 months, you got to be honest because you ain't got to lie because you ain't gonna be lying. You ain't got to lie to me because I ain't gonna see the paper unless you want to call in. And the call-in number, put the call-in number in the chat: 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. A couple of things. I'm gonna go off script because I had to get this out here because I think it means so much and it's so deep that people don't even realize. So we're gonna talk about something that's in your subconscious first, and then I'm gonna give you another exercise to do. First exercise. This is what I want you all to think about. In the last year, so last 12 months, how many books in the last 12 months, just write the number down. How many books have you read cover to cover, right? Like from the beginning to the end. Like how many books have you read cover to cover in the last 12 months, right? So if you write that number down, so some people gonna have 20, some people gonna have 12, 10, 9, 8, some people gonna have 0. Why is that important, right? What was your number? What you had? I said, how many books did you read? He got, see? I said, you ain't got a lot of me. See, I knew this was gonna be hard. That's why I started not to do.
No.
Why you gonna, which one?
This is the actual number. This is the number of books.
That's the number over there, -3?
No, 3.
-3?
No, and this is the number of, if you count it, of my grandkids, the children books that I read with them.
Man, I ain't say no bedtime stories. I ain't say no bedtime stories. No, bedtime stories don't count for the grandkids. So my producer, he had -3.
Oh.
So, I don't know, he hit a negative. What that mean? You brought the book,
Thought about it.
and then sent it back? I mean, how you get a negative? Anyway, So think about your number, right? So everybody got a number. You know, I seen George on Strick. I see my sister-in-law Sharon, Latanya Cherry. Just think about your number. Whatever your number is, your number might be 1, it might be 21. But let me tell you about your number,
What are
right?
audio books?
I don't care if it's audio, even if it was audio books. Good. That means you leveraging your time. Let me tell you about books. Benjamin Franklin, and I've talked about this several times on my show. Benjamin Franklin had he had a famous quote that I always use, and it goes like this. No man or woman, listen to this, no man or woman will live long enough to learn everything they need to know in order to be successful. Listen to that. I'm going to say it again. Benjamin Franklin. No man or woman will live long enough to learn everything that they need to know in order to be successful. And the first thing that may pop in your mind is like, it's a lot of people that are successful. But guess what? A lot of the people that are successful, when you ask them to write that number down, their number is like, some of the people that I've talked to, some people are doing 5 books a week. Ooh. Some do 5 a month. The minimum that most millionaires, from the research that I've done, the minimum that most millionaires do is 5 books a month, right? I was doing some research on Warren Buffett one time. Warren Buffett said he reads 10 newspapers a day. 10 newspapers. 10. Most people don't even read the newspaper no more. That's like outdated, right? Like who reads the newspaper? He's reading 10, I'm lying. Let me restate it. He said he reads between 10 newspapers and magazines per day. Every day. Every day. So just marinate on that. Whatever your number is, if you think you're good with that number, get it up. But just like today in the studio, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 books right here. Here goes 6 books right here. So that was the first thing, off script. I just wanted to kind of put that out there in your world so that way you can be like, man, maybe I do need. And it don't have to be on a certain topic. It could be whatever you into. Whatever you into, gardening, if you into mechanics, if you into customer service, if you into entrepreneurship. Most people don't even they don't even go to the library no more. The library is like going to Jurassic Park.
Yep, goes down.
I told somebody I went to the library and they like, what? Where is that? You mean the bookstore? I said I went to the library. They said, you mean the bookstore? I said no. I said, no joke. I went to the library, man. I was studying in the library. Library? What's that? I was like, bruh, he said school out. I say school ain't out. The public library. But the thing about it is I was in the public library, man, and just had a flashback. I remember when I was a shorty in Duval.
Well, yeah.
Boy, I was in Duval. Don't ask me about that, man. Don't ask me about that place. It's magical. But we used to have the downtown library. The main branch of the library was downtown. And I used to go down there every Saturday and go to the library. But the thing was, like, man, back then it was so hard. You had to, if I wanted to look at one topic, I had to go to the card catalog, look up the number, get the call number, go to the stack, look for 611.25. So I'm up and down. They don't even do that no more. Like, if you want to know something, you just say, Siri, what's the top 10 radio stations in America? And then she just blurt out something. Bloop, bloop.
What's she gonna say?
First one, DKN Radio.
Come on.
With the #1 personality. The Daily Bread Radio Show, that's first. I'm like, thank you, Siri. But what I'm saying that to say is, this technology is weakening our ability to really get to information and utilize even things like spell check. And I found myself doing this. Like, you spelling the word, that little red line coming in, you ain't even thinking about how to spell, specifically anymore. Like, is it I, is it E? You just hit the little spell check and they give you the right word and you keep it moving. But then most people don't know how to spell now.
Nope.
Then the kids don't know how to spell. We already talked about last week, Toys R Us are going out of business because kids not playing with toys. People don't even play no more. It's like kids don't even go outside no more. I'm like, so we going into a different place. We're going into a different place. Just like we came out of the agricultural era, we're going into this technology era, and we're just in a different place. But even when you go into different places, you need to retain some of those things that were good for you because they're timeless, like being able to read, write, and become an expert in whatever field that you want to be in. So all of that, I'm saying all that to say off script from about how many books you read. The second thing this is what I want to throw on you all for the second one. Whatever you're doing in life right now, right? Some people are being entrepreneurs, some people, work, some people, doing whatever. Like, hey, I'm in another phase, I'm retired, whatever. Whatever you're doing, I would challenge you to do this. Whatever you spend the majority of your time with, could be your family, could be your job, could be your passion, but whatever is your passion, whatever your gifting is, come up, spend some time, spend a little money, and come up with a logo, right? For your shirt. Get you some t-shirts, right? Get you some t-shirts. And this is why this is important. Get you some t-shirts. Now this is deep. Think about what you wear and say other people in your family wear day in and day out. So you might see a kid, they got on Nike, somebody got on Puma, somebody got on Adidas. That has no connection to you, right? The difference is, and I'll use myself for an example, right? The difference is every day, because I'm thinking about the Daily Bread radio show, what I want to do in the future, all the different things I want to do from a person, all the people that I want to help, all the dreams that I have. Every day, if I'm not wearing something that says the Daily Bread radio show, I'm wearing something that says American Financial Literacy Association. I wear it every day. I wear those I just bought like 24 Daily Bread radio t-shirts, and I'm selling some, and then the other ones I have for myself. But I wear them every day. And you know what that would do for you when you wearing your stuff? Something, it could just be like your last name, or it could be something that you're affiliated with. Anything that people are affiliated with. Fraternities, sororities, Masons, football teams, basketball teams. People get so passionate about what they're wearing. Oh, you a Bulls fan? Oh, you with the Lakers? LeBron with the Lakers? I'm like, I get it, LeBron with the Lakers, but that ain't benefiting you. I'm like, what you getting from LeBron making $156 million? Why I need to be wearing a LeBron Laker? I need to be wearing Joaquin Thompson needs help. That's the next one that's coming out. But I'm saying, if you wear your stuff, you would be surprised if you just brought you some t-shirts. Maybe it just says your first name, right? Maybe it says your last name, whatever it is. Maybe it has a certain number. Maybe it's a picture of your mom or somebody who passed away. Whatever it is, just think about how deep that would be if every night, saying you got to go to work with it, because if you go to work, if you go to work and you got your, I am king shirt on, they'll be like, hey man, you're gonna have to go home with that. But when you get off from work and on the weekends and any other time that you have, if you throw on a t-shirt and it represents something that you're passionate about, something that's a part of you, could be your family tree, could be, but it needs to be about you. Like, so you are reinforcing that in your mind every time that you see it too. Like, man, I'm about this. I'm not about Nike, Puma, Tommy Hilfiger, Gloria Bender, none of that, because they getting theirs already. LeBron, nah. I'm trying to get my brand out there, right? That's why people thought LeVar Ball was so, like, oh, he crazy. I seen the show with LeVar, but this, I promise you, I seen the show with LeVar Ball on it with his wife, and his wife had a stroke, right? Had a major stroke. Like, she was in a wheelchair, they was doing rehab. When they was doing that reality TV show, and that lady, I'm talking about, she had a stroke to the point where she was like slumped over. You know what she had on? And I'm not laughing about her situation. I'm laughing about how deep it is, like how serious this man takes this stuff. This lady was in a wheelchair in the rehab, and they filming their reality TV show. Bruh, do you know what she had on?
What's that?
She had on a Big Baller Brand, BBB, hat. She had on a Big Baller Brand sweatshirt,
Wow.
right? When they interviewed her parents, to talk to her, like, hey, you know, your daughter had a stroke, you know, how you thinking about it? The dad, his father-in-law, had on a Big Baller Brand hat, and the mom had on a Big Baller Brand t-shirt.
Everybody.
Everybody had that on. Everybody had that on. His wife had a stroke, bruh, and he was like, look, if the camera gonna be on her, she gonna have on Big Baller Brand. Period. And I was like, man, dude, is really like, whew, he taking this a little deep, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can put my wife. Shout out to my wife, I seen her just join. What's up, Skilly? What's up, Skill? You need to give us a call, boy. It's been a while since you called into the Megatron, to the mothership. But shout out to Skill. And but think about that, man. Think about how committed that you have to be. Listen to what I'm saying. How not committed that you are to the dream. Think about how committed. Think about your wife. Your wife just had a stroke. And the first thing you put on her is Big Baller Brand shirt and a Big Baller Brand hat. She just had a stroke, bruh. But she was committed. Even in her state, she was still like, you know what? I'm gonna ride with you. I'm with you. If that's what you want, I'm with you. Cause he chasing, and that's what you need. You need that buoying. Just like when you're in the water, you need something to just keep you afloat until you can take off. So get your own, just go out, buy you some t-shirts with your family name, your name, something that represents you, and I guarantee you, man, your life will change. Because you would just think about things differently. You would think differently when this all you wear, this all I wear. Period. I ain't got to the hats yet. I guess I need to get some hats. Because I'm still wearing this Honduras hat. But that'll be next. Daily Bread, that's Daily Bread, American Financial Literacy. So those are two topics that I just had to get out, man, because I think it's something that was very important for the audience, and it's something that was in me that I wanted to get out to you all because I wanted you all to have that, right? So getting into tonight's topics, and that's just really a good segue into what we're talking about tonight. And the thing I want to talk tonight about is this. This is something that I want you all. This is something that I want you all to understand what's going on in the world right now. We are in a major economic shift in the world. From a business standpoint. Now I'm just talking about business. I know, again, people want to go religion, no, spiritual. I get it. Politics. I get it. But I'm talking business and personal finance and opportunity. That's what I'm talking about. Right now, where we are in the world, there's a huge shift going on. And the shift is going on. It's going on so subtly that some people are not paying attention to the opportunity. Because sometimes the opportunity is going to pass you when you're not really being perceptive, like, man, if you ain't taking a step back and saying, man, that's a whole lot of people doing such and such, right? Because you ain't going to see it. It's not going to be just coming, hey, man, you need to get on this opportunity. But I'm talking about this opportunity is big. It's bigger than the dot-com era, because we all are old enough to remember the dot-com era when everybody was making money in dot-com. Bigger than before the real estate boom when everybody was in real estate and da-da-da. This is bigger than that. This is bigger. And you are seeing all of the signs of it all around you. So I want to bring that onto the show tonight and talk about that. And the thing that I'm talking about is this new economy. It's what I'm calling this is the new economy. This new digital economy. The new digital economy, we have to make sure that we put ourselves in position to just get a piece of it. You don't need the whole thing. It's kind of like trying to, you know what I'm saying, drink a gallon of, even something good, a gallon of sweet tea. A cup of sweet tea is good for you. A gallon of sweet tea, you might want to have one cocktail, but a gallon of your favorite cocktail might be a little too much. I'm just saying we need to get in place where we can get a peace, put ourselves in position to get a peace and put our family in position. We got someone on the call? Caller, you on the air? This is Joaquin with the Daily Bread Radio Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Is that Mr. Bernard Jackson from Jacksonville, Florida? Duval.
Oh, Stanley, you've been listening to this show long enough not to call in and say that, man. You do, man. What you?
Y'all, hey, see, y'all done brought me out of retirement. I was trying to live a peaceful, quiet life.
You trying to what? Man, wait a minute. Listen, man. I'm gonna try this again. I heard you talk about you driving and all that. You done called in and gave your whole SAT name. So now we got your name right for the SAT, Anthony Bernard Jackson. So Bernard, when you call into the Daily Bread Radio Show, how do you supposed? I mean, we got people on for the first time, man. How do you supposed to introduce yourself? When you from a certain place? I can't believe this, man. Skilly, I can't believe you got that disease, man. You got it too. You from the Bangham.
Hey, boy, it's on.
Oh, man. What's up, man? What's on your mind, man?
I was on the phone just tell you guys, man. People out there, I got different problems.
Hey, man.
You know, and my thing is keep it up. Definitely got a word for this season. And it's your walk. Continue to educate everybody, you know, because you're truly touching hearts. You're changing lives.
Man.
And that's what it's all about.
Man.
That's what it's all about.
Hey,
You
man.
know, you're so true. We need to try to be creative as far as coming up with ideas, because that's the word. You know, he will give us witty inventions to get wealth, to help be productive for the generation that's coming behind us. Because the key thing about it, you're going to realize that it's not just about us, but it's about the next generation that's coming behind us.
Right.
And that's where we have to start educating them on. You know, each generation has to leave something for the next generation to stand on.
Man, that's
so my thing is, hey man, keep on doing what you're doing. And appreciate your radio station.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Bernard. What you say?
All right.
Hey, man, where you from? Before you get off the air, man, where you from? My producer, man, he loved this, you know, when we go through this, man, when callers call in. Where you from, Skill?
Hey, we from Duval County.
Hey, man. Okay, man, I'm gonna give you a pass, bro, cause you my brother, man. You my brother, man. But hey, but truthfully though, man, what you're saying is, and that's really what had been on my mind, because if you think about where we headed at, if you think about where we headed, and the way that we do business now, and the way that we run our lives now, when you look at your granddaughter, right? Your granddaughter's right in that age range with my granddaughter.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that they're gonna have to compete with. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm going out on a limb and say this. Them days of just saying, hey, I'm gonna go to college, get me a degree, and when I graduate, you ain't gonna be able to fill in the blank in about 20 years. Because there's people out here, it's kids. Listen to this. It's kids out here on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm talking about, when I say kids, I'm talking about minors. It's kids out here 13, 14, 15 years old that are getting paid millions, not 8 million, millions with an S, millions of dollars, doing stuff like playing with toys, playing with games. And they got sponsors. Skateboarding. They got a skateboarding competition that they came up with. I'm like, this kid is 15 years old. So them days are going to I'm gonna go to college. My granddaughter, my grandson, nah, bro. I want them to be the king. Listen, I want them to be the king and the queen of goddamn streaming video. The king and the queen of that. Because our counterparts, and that's the difference that I'm seeing. people in this world, all of us have the same opportunity when it comes to this. And that's why I like this, because the barrier to entry is so low that anybody can do it. Grab your phone, and instead of talking and texting about power and what was on last week, you should be on there like, you know what? This is the Food Chronicles. And we going around Atlanta. We going to all the food spots in Atlanta, and we going, and people gonna be like, man, you got to check dude out. He be on your trip, man. You got to check. But you ain't got to go to college. You ain't, they don't care if you had a felony. You ain't got that drug charge. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got to do nothing but take your phone and do it. And I'm saying in the future, because right now what's happening is there's a huge, man, people don't even look at network TV no more. The biggest shows are not on that ABC, NBC, and CBS. They don't have no big shows. What big shows you be telling? Nobody running home like we used to. Man, come on, we got to go on. Dynasty about to come on. You know, Dallas about to come on. Fred Seinfeld. Now, people like, man, I got to go see Power. Man, I got to go see Animal Kingdom. I got to you got to see Wild Country on Netflix. Man, that's why they coming up with all these. So if you seeing this happening all around you, bro, it's gonna come to a time where it's like network TV is gonna be obsolete. Everything is gonna be streaming and it's digital. People don't even have cash no more. You tell someone, hey man, you owe me $20. Oh, I just cash out you. Like what? I said, what you say? Oh, bro, I said, I cash out you. I said, you gonna do what? I said, no, man, I need $20. Oh, I just sent it to you. You ain't got cash out? I'm like, cash out? I'm like, I had to get my daughter. My daughter, oh, dad, gonna get that. I was like, well, okay. Now I'm fooling around with the thing, trying to, the people that sent me the money, I done sent it, so. I ain't tell that stuff. I'm like fumbling around, and it's literally, look, $500 just boom, popped into my account. I said, oh, I like this. This is cash out. Oh, I like this. This
I think you see what we need to realize is that it's easy to play the game. But you have to have a mastermind to create a new game. And see, that's the day and time that we're living in a day and time now when the game has been recreated. There's a new game that's out there now. It's not an old simple game anymore.
No.
It's a new game.
It's a new game.
So
it's
we
a
have
new
to
game.
educate our young ones that's coming up now and say, you got to be able to create a new game. You know, if you learn how to create a new game, it's yours.
That's what I'm saying.
You can set the stage. You can set the stage on how it's going to turn out. Because you're creating this game.
That's it. And it's about the creativity to come up with stuff. Because these cats are coming up with like an app. Like you come up with an app for whatever. Like, oh man, it's an app that's going to tell you what the school lunches is for everybody in the county. You download it. Then would somebody else come along like, you know what, that's pretty good. I'll buy that from you. I'll give you $200 million. And you like, what? For the lunch app?
I was just playing.
But okay, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's filling the need. It's the same business principle. Because business is only identifying the need, filling it. That's a business. Identify the need and fill it. People hungry? Okay, open up a food spot. People feet hurting? Okay, open up a massage place. Right? Oh, it ain't nowhere around here. It ain't no cigar bars around. Okay, open up a cigar bar. Right? It's a need, and so with us, we gotta. I don't want this to be passing us by. Because this is like the great gold rush. Just like and it ain't no right now. It's no schools and courses, but it's people out there that you can watch and mimic what they're doing. If you mimic what they're doing, man, I was looking at my granddaughter was watching this show on YouTube last week. Last week, my granddaughter 3 years old. She turned on this show. The dude is on there. I was telling my wife, but he literally had a truck. This is what he was doing. And I was like, really? That's it? That's all it is for the kids, right? Man, did you know I looked down and seen how many subscribers did this man have? He had 1.8 million subscribers. This one video. You know how many views he had on this one video? 90 million views. Listen to what I'm saying to you. 90 million views. And you know what that means? Once you get to a certain level with YouTube, YouTube start paying you.
Yeah.
Then after you get to another level, sponsors start paying you. And then when you get to another level, they put you into a contract. 90 million views, that's all he doing is playing with cars. And here I am over here, y'all give me a master's degree and a PhD and a double D and a C and D and a B. Nah, bro, that's gone, man. They like, man, go on with that. And here this guy over here with some orange pants on and some orange. So if y'all see me doing, I'm giving you a precursor because I'm about to get me some trucks and put me in game. But I don't want it to miss us, man. I don't want it to miss us.
Yeah, but I just wanted to call in to let y'all need to call y'all tonight.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. Because you know when the phone rings, I needed that infusion, boy. You was like a Cajun turkey being got there and injected, boy. I needed that, man. I could go another 40 episodes now. I done turned into the Hulk.
Hey, it's like this here. Hey, we shoot for episode 1,000. That's what we shoot for.
Sit up, boy.
Say it.
That's what I'm saying, man. Speak it.
Hey,
Speak it.
so I put the pressure on you, so you just got to let it do what it do.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm with it. 960.
Yeah.
I done came this far. I can't turn around. Ain't nothing for me back there. Ain't nothing for me back there. Everything for me is in front of me.
Y'all produce, you gotta go drink them energy drink, because it's gonna be a long show.
Hey, man, we gonna boy.
Coffee pot right there.
Boy, we gonna be boy. 1,000?
Yeah.
100 show, we're going to.
Oh, 100, man. You have to come up for the 100, man. I'm gonna plan it out. You got to come up for the 100, man. Be a guest.
I'll be there. Hey, man. Y'all
100 show, we're going to.
keep on doing what you're doing. And just remember, the sky's the limit.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Number love.
All right.
All right, baby. Yo. But, yeah, so the topic was, the thing I want us to do is make sure that you have some inventory. You need some inventory. We need some inventory. Everybody needs some inventory. And you may be saying, what inventory? What kind of inventory? In business, think about this. In business, businesses have to have inventory.
Yep.
Businesses have to have, you are a business. That's why I took, get you a shirt with your name on it. I am whatever you do or whatever your business, or even if your business ain't even formed yet, still put it on a t-shirt. This is what's coming. I'm gonna be the Applebee, I'm gonna be the whoever. But you're gonna need some inventory in the meantime, even when you're working 9 to 5. 9 to 5, listen to this, 9 to 5 will feed you.
Come on.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, that will feed you. F-E-E-D, feed you. 5 p.m. to 9 a.m., whatever you do between that time, that will free you. It will free you up to do the things and live the life that you want to live and help the people that you want to help and give you the drive that you want. Man, something as simple as people say, man, I was an athlete, man, I wish I had got a big whatever. What would you do? I want to buy my mama a house. That can still be your dream. I mean, I missed it. My mom passed away, but I'm like, man, I would love to buy my mama a house. But if it ain't for my mama, I'll buy it for my kids. I'll buy it for my grandkids.
Yeah, come on.
But I'll buy it for somebody. So you got to have that, but you got to have inventory. You have to have something to sell. Somebody come to your store, be it virtual store, if it's on the internet, or if it's a real, whatever it is. And somebody say, hey man, I need to get, what are you selling? A service or a product? Okay, I'm selling a service. You're going to need some inventory to do the service. Maybe you detail cars. Okay. Maybe you change oil, mobile. Maybe you take pictures. But you're going to need some inventory. So take what feeds you and stop making them excuses like, I don't get no loan, I can't get no this, that. Take some of that money. And instead of going and blowing it, take some of that money and go buy you 10 wigs. Go buy you 10 wigs. Go buy you 10 packs of hair. Everybody getting hair. Go buy you some lashes. Go buy you some fruit. buy something and start and then have you some inventory, so if nothing else, you start to get you some money going, right? You making some things happen, you learning, you believing in your business and yourself and what you're doing, and you putting yourself in a position to be a blessing for your whole family. But you're gonna need inventory. You definitely gonna need inventory, and the reason that's important is you can't sell something that you don't have.
Come on.
You can't sell something if you don't have it. So get you something to sell in addition to 9 to 5. That's just to feed you. That's just to keep the lights on. That's it. It ain't gonna do nothing else from that. You can't make unlimited money in a 9 to 5. It just ain't gonna happen. You could be the best, the top, the this, the that. They gonna salute you, but they not gonna give you no 20% raise year over year. They gonna give you 3 and maybe 4%. Maybe 1 year you get a 10. But you're not gonna get 10, 10, 10, 10. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Because guess what? To your company, you the inventory. Check that out. To your company, you're the inventory.
That's it.
You're the inventory. So they've invested in you, and now they trying to like, you know what? Yes, he is bright. She is bright. They smart. Well, get them and let them run this over here. We'll pay them this. They'll make us that. And oh, it'll be all good. We'll run it for 40 years and keep moving. No. We smarter than that.
Ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
So we talked about this new economy. Now I'm gonna move off inventory to this new. Listen to what I'm saying to you about this new economy. Start thinking about ways that you can get a piece of it. And you might be saying, I don't want to do no videos. Okay, good. You don't have to do no videos. But guess what? You need to start looking for ways that you can invest or put yourself in a position. Maybe you have the studio where people come and do the videos, right? You buy you some cameras, some lights, and a camera, and I know such and such, he's good at film. I know such and such, she's good at web. And she a designer, she a makeup artist. Maybe you become the Tyler Perry of YouTube. So now you're producing shows for YouTube. Because I'm telling you, 10 years from now, the way you look at jobs, look at the way the malls are going away, look at the way that all these businesses are going away. When you go to the mall now, it ain't but a handful of people in the mall. It ain't no more. It's packed. You know, it might be packed around Christmas, a couple holidays, whatever. But all those stores are slowly closing. Bam, bam, bam. You know why? Because people say, hey, we can get that on the internet. We can get that. You can get anything. Amazon, you can get anything you want. And for the older people like me who haven't brought into it, but the people who savvy, I know people, they order everything through Amazon. Everything. Because Amazon did what? Amazon brought Whole Foods.
Yep.
Now when Amazon brought Whole Foods, you know what that means? That means when you, instead of you just buying speakers and books from Amazon, that kind of stuff, guess what's happening now? Now you can order milk, cheese, eggs, get your bacon, get your waffles, all the stuff that you used to go to the store and push the cart around and get.
Everything you need.
Boom. Amazon, they'll deliver it right to your door, 2 hours. That's why why do you see all these distribution centers being placed all around the country? 40,000 people per location, 40,000 jobs in one distribution center. You know why? Because they're gonna be getting that stuff out to people. You're gonna be ordering it, hour, 2 hours, boom, ding dong, there you go. That's it. So you need to get into that economy. So tonight, I always have a book of the week. So this week I want to take a little time and bring out, the funny thing was, we was talking about this new economy. Now the thing about the older economy is some business principles are timeless. They're gonna always be always applicable. They just change in how you use them, right? Business is what? See a need, fill it, that's it. And we did that from the steam engine. Why did they need a steam engine? They just wanted to get from one side of the river to the other side. That was it. Okay. And they got tired of trying to row. First they were rowing. He said, nah, man, we need something more powerful than that. Dude came up with like, steam engine. Oh, shoot, okay. And we did the steam engine for a while, and after a while, people said, man, you get off the boat, man, you be wet from all the stuff from the steam, the coal be all in you. We need something more efficient. We go to tinkering, but we come up with gasoline. Now we done went to, you know, super trains, and after a while, I was like, that's going flying cars. Man, I think flying cars, we within 20 years of flying cars. No question. Driverless cars is already happening. So just, you gotta be into, because if you don't, this is a good example. This is a good book, but it's also a good example of how when you get stuck, not just in businesses, but in life, when you get stuck in a certain place and everything around you changes, you become obsolete quick. Quick. This is a good book for you all to pick up and read. It's a good business book. It's a good personal, motivational book. It's called The Making of a Blockbuster. It's by this gentleman. His name is Wayne Huizenga. Just to show you how powerful Wayne Huizenga is, a lot of people don't really know his story, but I'm gonna give you the short version and why this book is important. Wayne Huizenga was born in South Florida. His father was a garbage man, right? Wayne Huizenga's first company, he started a garbage company. Then after he started a garbage company, he turned that garbage company into what? The #1 company in the world, which is what? Garbage. Waste management. Okay. So he was doing waste management. Somebody come to him and said, man, we need to get into videos. This is the 80s. We need to get into video. He's like, oh, I'm in the garbage. I don't know nothing about videos. And this guy told him, man, I'm telling you, this is going to be the next way. People are going to be renting videos at their house. So he's like, wow, okay. So what did he come up with? Blockbuster.
Wow.
At one time, and I remember this, I remember taking, like, when my kids got out of school on Friday, they were straight. If they did what they were supposed to do, everybody, I ain't even have to ask them. We on the Blockbuster. My son wanted to get a game. He rented a game. My daughter wanted a DVD.
Yeah.
My son wanted, no, not even DVD, VHS first, and then DVD.
Yeah.
Blockbuster, it was nothing bigger than Blockbuster at one time, right? But then when Netflix started coming on the scene, they was trying to tell Wayne Huizenga, you need to go into streaming video, because that's the wave of the future. He said, nah, we Blockbuster. Nobody can take us, we the giant. They became obsolete so quick, with that streaming video, and Blockbuster didn't make any adjustments.
They didn't keep up.
They became obsolete. Now, there is no Blockbuster. It's gone. This is one of the biggest companies in the world at one point. Everybody had a Blockbuster card. Everybody I knew had one.
Exactly.
But he made a lot of money, and if he has a solar team, he was the owner of the Miami Dolphins. He did all that from a garbage truck. Started off with one garbage truck. That's it. It's a great book to have. But tonight we're gonna go a little deeper. A couple of things I want to talk to you all about. We've been talking about this new economy. This guy right here, Gary Vaynerchuk, crushing it. You got to pick this book up. Now, my motto on the Daily Bread Radio Show is what? I only promote books that I've read, right? But tonight, I had to change gears. This book, I haven't read it. This is the next book. I know, man, I know this. It's like, oh my God, no you didn't. I haven't read this one yet. But, I didn't read this one yet, but the reason I went on and got it is because what? He's talking about the new economy. He's talking about ways that you can turn your passion and monetize it. So with the Daily Bread Radio Show, this is my passion. So why not listen to somebody? This man has made millions of dollars in the digital space. Started off with his father owned a wine company. He took the wine company online, digitized it, made it where people could order online the whole time, like quadruple what they were doing before, right? So now he's like the king of digital and social media, right? So when you see somebody doing something like that in that space, like I said, you don't have to drink the whole gallon, but learn, right? Learn what he's doing and copy it. Gary Vaynerchuk. Now the reason this is important is because this was the second book to the first one. This was his first one, Crush It. So I got this one. I said, wait a minute, but I need the one that was the precursor. This is the precursor to this. So I got both of them. This is $20. 20, 20, right? $20. I guarantee you, by the time I finish reading both of these books, I'm gonna make more than $20. I promise you, I'm gonna make more than $20. Right? That's that. The other books that I want to bring out, same thing. One is called the .com, one is called Expert Secrets, this one is called .com Secrets. Why are these two books important? These two books are important because, and take some notes and go check this out. There's a platform that's called ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels, right? You see it every day. All of us that's on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you see people using ClickFunnels every day and don't realize it. All of those advertisements that you see, like learn, whenever you see the word and it says a button that says learn more, see this, or if you want more information, click on this button, and you click on the button, and then it says, hey, do you want to get a good back massage? Go to such and such, and then you go to another, and before you know it, you done brought a free book, and then it sent you a book or something like that. It's called a funnel system. It's a sales funnel, and what he's done is he's taken what is business 101. See a need, fill it. This guy, what he did was, it was so many people out that were trying to get into this new economy, but it was cumbersome because you had to get you a web designer, get you a content maker, find out how we gonna collect the money, how we gonna communicate with people. This guy went out and brought all of the aspects of those different things and put them on one platform. So now you can go in and within 20 minutes, you can have you a website up, selling your product, whatever your product is, hair care or lotions or whatever you do. You can have the website up, people can come out, buy your product, you can put them into a membership or a subscription service, and we see them, Dollar Shave Club. You seen those commercials, right? Dollar Shave Club, subscription service. You pay $19.95 a month, or you pay $10.95 a month, or $9.95 a month. Guess what? They send you all your shaving material every month. Carol's daughter's doing it. Subscription, so that means that you don't have to go and get new customers. Every month, you got 10,000 customers giving you $10. Every month, 10,000 customers give you $10. That's $100,000 a month. And guess what you're doing? You got somebody else filling the little boxes, and you sitting like, man, what else am I gonna come up with? Oh man, we need to get to 20,000. We need to get to 30,000. And this ain't going, they not teaching this in college. This ain't where we headed. This is a whole new economy. This is a whole new economy. ClickFunnels, Russell Branson. And then they'll turn around and have a seminar. And this is the last book, but I'm gonna leave you all with something. This is called an automatic customer. Listen to this. I'm gonna just hit y'all with something real quick. And a lot of people know, you've heard of WhatsApp?
Yes.
The WhatsApp app, right?
Yeah. My daughter had when she was in Brazil. That's how we communicated.
Right. Because what was the need? Because you had those high, international bills.
Yep.
So she said, call me on WhatsApp, right? Consider WhatsApp, the internet-based messaging service that was purchased by Facebook for how much? How much did Facebook purchase? How long did you even hear about WhatsApp? Like how long ago?
It was a minute.
What's a minute? How long?
About a year and a half.
That ain't no minute, that's no time. Just say a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Right? That's when you heard of it.
Yeah.
That's when everybody heard of it. How many people were out there to listen to it? When did you first hear I first heard of WhatsApp like 7 months ago. I'm talking to somebody in China. She like, nah, WhatsApp me. I'm like, I don't know nothing about no what? Do what? So it was 6 months ago for me, because this is July. So this is like December, January, right? So I'm gonna give everybody, we just gonna say a year ago,
Okay.
right? WhatsApp. This is this new economy. The person who created WhatsApp, you know how much Facebook paid for WhatsApp?
How much?
And WhatsApp started off with a subscription service where they charged people $1. It was $1 to use it. One. Not 10, not 20, not 30. $1 to use it. Right? But when they got all those members to using it, Facebook came along and said, oh, that is a great idea.
Yeah.
We want to own that. You know how much they bought WhatsApp for?
How much?
$19 billion.
B?
With a B. A year and a half ago. So I mean, they had been working on it, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Just say 4 years. No, give them, say they were working on it 5 years ago. They was working on that app for 5 years. And Facebook come along and say, oh, we like that too.
I want it.
Look, it said WhatsApp offered a refreshingly private tool on their subscription platform, charging just $1 per year. That's what they were charging the customer, $1. Their business model enabled the kind of service that customers wanted and ensured automatic customers for years to come. What's an automatic customer? An automatic customer is somebody you ain't got to keep selling.
Yeah.
You ain't got to think of, man, I wonder how much we gonna sell next month. You ain't got to worry about that. You got 10,000 customers on a subscription service. They paying you $1. Okay, you only making 10,000 a month right now, right? But guess what? The model is so attractive. Facebook came in and said, we'll give you 19 billion.
Yeah.
We'll give you 19 B.
Mm.
That's why I'm saying, let's get out here, let's be creative, let's think about and think about our kids. And our kids. That's why you gotta tap into, and my last topic is this. I asked you how many books you read in the last 12 months. I'm gonna leave you all with this. I know we ran over a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna leave you all with this because this is very important. Next to how many books you read, and like I said, you ain't gonna have to tell me, so I'm just, hey, keep it to yourself, but don't lie. Ask yourself this question. Not just books read, how much have you spent in the last 12 months in your development? How much have you spent in the last 12 months? I'm talking about a seminar, a workshop, something that was like, oh man, the top guru in social media, or the top guru in growing tomatoes, or the top chef is having this class, this master class. How many people, I can't tell you how many people that I talk to when I say, oh, the class for you to take that, it's gonna be $1,500. $1,500. I'm saying to myself, like, you don't get it. You don't get it. I read a story one time, but I'm gonna leave you all with this, about why it's important to invest in you. Not your job, not somebody else, not the company. You taking $1,500, $2,500, $3,500, $4,500 and investing in you. You know why it's important? Because when you go to a class, seminar, workshop, I'm gonna make it low, $1,500. When you go there and you want to find out what are the top web makers doing in YouTube, and you get to go to this class and it's $1,500. When you go and they tell you like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna show you how to grow your YouTube channel to 30,000 people. You don't think that's worth $1,500? $1,500? If you got 100 people on your YouTube channel, if you got 100 people and you paid $1,500, you pay somebody $1,500 to show you how to get 100 people, you way ahead of the game. Because guess what you can do? You can charge them $5 to show them the new whatever that you learned at the workshop. You making $500 a month with 100 people, let alone if you had 1,000 or 10,000. And if you don't think so, look at YouTube. All these videos is bouncing around. I said, this man is playing with a toy car, doing this back and forth. 90 million views. 90 million. Do you think if that man came to Atlanta and said, hey, I'll show you how to get 90 million views, you give me $1,500? You know what I'm gonna be like? Sign me up. Let's go. Right? But that's what you gotta do. You gotta be able to invest. Because when you go into these seminars, it ain't for them. Stop trying to count, they got 100 people and they charge 50. They made, no, they grew, and that's what you could do too. They grew to that point. They grew their business to the point where they could charge $1,500 and put 100 people in the room and say, oh, I'm good for the month. I just made $150,000, I'm good. I ain't tripping, right? So, next to that book number, the number of books that you read in the last 12 months, just write down next to it, like how much have you invested in you? And give that some thought. That's not one of those answers that you have to go and tell everybody, oh, I invest. No, but this is for you. It's for us. And think about and stay on this these guys, every one of these books that I have right here, that I'm showing you, every one of these books, this guy is a billionaire. No, not him. This guy. This is a billionaire. This guy is making like $10 or $15 million a month. This guy. His consultant fee is $1 million. For him to come to your company and say, hey, how can I improve $15 million? This one guy. You don't think you need to learn from him? This guy with ClickFunnels, he's making tens of millions. This man has listen to this number. This man, this in his database, when he sends out an email, 500,000 people in his email database. 500,000 people. So when he sends out an email and says, hey, we having a seminar for $1,000, how many people out of 500,000 gonna respond? He don't, let me give you some quick math. What's 1,000,000? What's 1,000,000? If 1,000 people gave you $1,000, what's that? That's $1 million.
That's me, yeah.
1,000,000. 1,000,000. If you got 500,000 people in your database and you put out something for $1,000, how many $1,000 are you gonna get? How many? And it's possible. That's
very possible.
and they working in the same space we working on. That's just right here. This is like 10, 20, 30, 40. It's like $70 worth of books, right? 70. If I can get $1 million out the deal, I'm good. I spent 70 and I'm getting $1 million. Now that's a great return on investment. So that's what we talk about on the Daily Bread Radio Show. That's why I want to see you all. And I want you all to beat me there. Don't meet me there, beat me there. So if you get there before I do, just drag me along. Man, come on. You know what I'm saying? Just grab me right there. Man, come on, bro. Just get on down here. And enjoy your life while you're doing it too. Have some fun. Don't be so serious. And leave something for those kids and those grandkids that's coming behind you, because that's what's gonna make life worth living. But we got to create the bigger blessing. Because these people, they take care of their family. They take care of their family. Their families take care of. Ain't nobody suffering. Ain't nobody whining, crying, worrying, this and that. And they're like, man, we got you.
Wouldn't it be a beautiful thing where money wasn't an issue? Come on.
But you got to work on it. It would be a beautiful thing if money wasn't an issue, but guess what? You got to till the soil first. You got to plant the seed. You got to water it. You got to nurture it. Keep the weeds out. Then one day it's going to sprout. That's what we doing here. Yeah, I'm going to do 60 shows and be like, I'm trying to get to 1,000, and then I'm going to give out a gas at 60. Oh, I'm tired. Ain't nobody. Ain't but 6 people came this week. I don't care, man. We going to keep going to 1,000 till this thing bust wide open. And we on here, we telling people exactly like, man, I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. I'm going to show you step by step how to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is what you're going to get. How much is it going to cost? It's going to cost you $1,000. Oh, I ain't got 1,000. This class ain't for you. Next, we're going to be like, next. Hey, we take WhatsApp, we take everything, credit card, EBT, whatever we can monetize, whatever. That's what we doing over here. That's what we not playing over here, because this is the same platform that they using. Podcast. This man is telling you, podcasting a YouTube channel, you can go through the roof. You can go, and you best believe when Daily Bread Radio Show hit 90 million views. Ooh, we gonna do, man. I ain't gonna change the song. I ain't changing that song. That song. What?
Fire.
Woo. So with that being said, I think man, I only got through 2 topics. I got 3 more topics that I was gonna hit y'all with, but I'll save them for episode 60 next week. Episode 60 from Seattle, the Great Northwest. So technology, if technology does what it's supposed to do, I'll be broadcasting from the Great Northwest next week. We're gonna get the time together. It should be 4 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. And I'm gonna do the show because I'm not gonna let anything get in the way of me doing this show. Anything, barring sickness, barring sickness or anything like that, okay. But I'm trying to stay healthy, I'm trying to drink my water, trying to do what I'm supposed to do, but hey, be disciplined and just get on it. Don't let this new economy pass you by. Don't let these people fool you, fool your kids, fool your grandkids, fool your friends. Start with a little something. Just start small, invest in yourself. When you giving people money, just like at church, people kill me, the minister, forget the minister. You giving that money to God. And we don't do religion on this show, we do spirituality. But you gotta put that money somewhere where it can grow for you. Put it into the economy of life, the life economy. If you don't want to give it to the church, give it to an organization that can help.
Yeah.
Right? Women's shelter, battered shelter, homeless shelter,
DKM
children's
radio.
shelter. Who?
DKM Radio.
DKM Radio. We take donations too.
Yeah, we do.
It take money to keep the lights on here. We could be doing this show in the dark.
Sure could.
So if we have to do it in the dark, that's what we do. We'll be in the dark, and we'll be doing it right here every week, 8 to 9 in the dark. But it takes, so if y'all want to make a donation to Daily Bread Radio Show or DKM Radio, just reach out to me, let me know. We accept all donations. We don't turn down no blessings.
No.
Because we know where it's coming from. Come from the Creator.
Exactly.
So y'all have a beautiful week. Going in, tomorrow Friday, we just came up. They gave us a day off yesterday. Now tomorrow Friday already. So y'all have a great weekend. And I'm going to keep doing the same. I'm going to keep doing it. Show number 60 next week.
Next week.
We almost to 1,000. We there because, hey, in order for you to get where you're going, you got to start.
Exactly.
Just know that. In order for you to get to that 1 million a week, 2 million a week, 10 million, you got to start. You got to start with 100 a week. So that's what we're doing. I know we ran over a little bit. I appreciate everybody joining. Teresa, I see you. Big D, I see you, man. I see my daughter. I see my son, Ashley, Joaquin, Nia, the whole fam. Strick, I saw you. Anthony Bernard Jackson, I appreciate you calling in, man, and giving us that word and that inspiration because I needed that injection today, man. I needed that today. I needed it.
Tell them to learn where you from.
What?
Tell them to learn to say where
Man,
you
I'm gonna practice with Skilly, man. Skilly he know better than to call in here and say, I'm from Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. He know better. But he gonna, all right, he just gonna do what he gonna do. But we gonna practice.
Yeah.
We gonna practice. So he'll know the next time.
Practice.
Practice? We talking about practice? We talking about practice? Like, you don't know Duval County like practice? But that's what we gonna do. We gonna practice.
He not from home. What's going
No,
on?
he born and raised in Duval. He deep. And that's a minister. He a real minister. He ain't no, because you told me he was a minister.
No, I said this is my ministry.
See? He ain't tell me that. He told me he was a minister. He got a call in everything, so he's a minister. Don't you come in with that call on talking about this is a ministry.
I'm a Leo.
I know that's where we from, Humboldt. Y'all have a beautiful week, man. I appreciate y'all. Love you. Y'all stay strong and stay on it. Oh! Man, that must just make you want to goddamn. Man, you seem like you just want to throw your little fly suit.
Not your fly suit.
You know what I'm saying? Man, killed them jokers, man.